Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Wallace,
Gromit.
Gromit, Wallace.
Gromit.
To understand the food of our present, we must first understand the food of our past.
That's why we're recreating some of the most notable meals throughout history. Today we're hitching a ride to the ghost of Christmas past back in time to a meal meant solely for the upper class.
Ooh, we're gonna eat an entire honey baked ham.
No, those are fancy. We're recreating a Christmas meal from the 1600s.
That's how we celebrate it in Tennessee. You eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Do you eat the bones? Mm-hmm. It's time for Meals of History! All right, like today's meal comes from the 17th century. This guy right here, he's our muse. He's also like a sex symbol of his time. At least for me, he is. His name is Robert May. He wrote a cookbook published in 1660 called The Accomplished Cook. That was one of the first major tomes full of English recipes, but it also took influence from France and Spain, which was really interesting at the time.
Wow, well, you know, there's a guy named Robert May who also wrote the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song.
I assume they're different people, but I also don't know enough to say.
Could be a Highlander.
Well, there can be only one. That's what he says in that movie. Okay, so the interesting part about this as it relates to Christmas is that Robert May wrote 39 separate dishes that should be served at Christmas. And again, he was cooking for like 13 different major houses in England. So this is like real aristocracy type stuff. The interesting part about this is that the cookbook was actually published at a time when Christmas was banned in England under the Puritan rule of Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protectorate.
Oliver,
how could you?
you're such a bummer, dude.
I thought you were just an orphan boy. Anyways, there are some really interesting dishes. I mean, this guy would literally make pies that had like whole live frogs jumping out of them, designed to get ladies to shriek. It is absolutely bizarre, but there's some very tasty food coming out of this.
Please tell me we're not making frog pies today. No, but okay.
All right, so you're gonna go get changed, you're gonna get into character, and then I'll start
Yes.
whipping up some frogs?
Yes.
Actually, we vowed not to cook frog in here anymore because one time we had a frog come back from the dead in our kitchen. That's a real story. I'll tell you about it later.
I have a lot to think about.
It was weird. They can do that. They freeze over ice and then they can just come back to life.
Hello,
Ah.
it's me.
Merlin? You look like a drunk guy cosplaying Merlin at like a Mardi Gras celebration.
This is the closest thing we could find.
To what?
On short notice.
What are
For
you?
a 1600s Santa.
Duh, you're not nearly
Father Christmas.
Not nearly-
Saint Nicholas.
You're not nearly as like jolly as like the Coca-Cola Santa that I grew up with.
I don't know what that is, but the name's Cuthbert.
Cuthbert?
You can call me
A
Bert
Santa named Bert?
or Cuth.
I thought it was like Saint Nick or Sinterklaas or something.
There's been many before me, there will be many after me. You become Santa.
What do you mean you become Santa?
Well, I've heard that there's a man who found a suit and put it on, and then he became Santa, but that's not how it works for me.
No, you think
I'm
it's Tim
referencing
Allen. Tim
the-
Allen,
yes,
Tim Allen,
yes,
the
yes,
Santa Claus.
yes.
The same, because it's a double entendre because he was a lawyer, right? And so clause is like a thing in a contract, the Santa Claus. That's the best named movie in history. Sorry to break down your character.
blowing
That's the best
Santa's
name. No,
mind.
it's a great name for a movie.
Wait, we
Go ahead.
forgot to do a disclaimer at the beginning. I thought about this all morning.
Go ahead.
If there are children in the room who believe in Santa, I'm
Grow
gonna
up,
do a little
grow
countdown. No, shush. I'm gonna do a little countdown naming every reindeer I remember. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, get out of here now. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Wallace,
Wallace Gromit.
Gromit,
Wallace and
Wallace.
Gromit.
Now that they're gone,
And okay, yeah, the
we
kids
can
are
be
out.
grown-ups.
Yeah.
When I was Santa in the 1600s, kids weren't really a part of the
No,
festivities.
it was just drunken debauchery.
Yes, it was.
This was like this paganistic, just bacchanal orgy of just food and drink and crime.
Oh, you heard about those, did you?
Yes, I sure did.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of food and drink, do you want to start making some mince pies real quick?
I would love to.
Okay, so mince pie. Mince pie is still a very common English Christmas dish today. It used to have...
This thing is itchy. I really like.
Take it off. Yeah, that
Thanks.
looks gross. You're gonna get that all in the food, and I'm fine with it. Do you want to start mincing up some meat?
How do I mince meat? Just chop it?
Dash the hell out of it. So, mince pie today is just dried fruits inside of a pie crust, essentially. However, it used to have a bunch of actual minced meat in it. So we're just taking some top round steak and we're bashing the crap out of it. So many of the recipes from like the Elizabethan time, which a lot of people consider to be the golden age of England, especially the golden age of culture where a lot of things are set in stone, we're coming out just after that right now into the reign of Charles I, the monarch, who was beheaded, Emily. He was beheaded. Some consider it an unjust terroristic act. Some consider it a necessary start to English democracy. I consider it. I have no idea. I have no context for this, really. Whatever. I just know that it happened and there was meat in the pies. Half the dishes just had meat and fruit in it. That was all they were eating. There was just meat fruit all the time. So now we're gonna do it.
Hey, kids, come back for a second. Santa has a knife. Would you like to know what the Santa tests were?
What?
So you would apply to be Santa, you see. I applied.
That makes sense.
So you had to do pranks. A lot of them involved like sneaking into people's houses.
Yeah, no.
When they're asleep.
There was a lot of robberies that were framed as pranks. Like, this is an actual thing. This is why Christmas was banned by the Puritans in 1647.
So then you'd eat some of their food and then leave. You didn't really do anything bad. I just like eat all their
Yeah, but you don't think bad things happen? You get a bunch of hammered drunk people doing
Not
pranks
when I
by
was
breaking
Santa.
in?
Nothing bad happened.
Are you sure? Do you have all
Yes.
the receipts, Santa Claus?
Well, those were imposter Santas.
I smell gin on your breath.
What's wrong with gin?
I guess it was cleaner than water back then. That's just what you
Sure. For sure. It was cleaner than anything.
That killed
Cleaner than
disease.
me. That's for
How's
sure.
the syphilis going? I feel like 80% of people had syphilis then, too.
Oh, Santa doesn't speak of such things. But yes, we would do little pranks. I've been told I'm not very good at the pranks.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, people just say that wasn't fun for me, and then I'm like, oh, sorry.
Sounds pretty right.
But there's a little game that I like to play at Christmas parties
What's the game?
called Slapface, and you. This is actually real. So you blindfold someone fortunate soul,
I don't like
and
this.
then he guesses who's slapping him in the face.
Merry Christmas!
Medieval Santa.
Here's some violence. All right, so we got.
No,
Hold on.
see, I'm Renaissance Santa, not medieval.
Get it right.
Get your
All right,
Googles
okay.
right.
So right now we got.
Fleming.
Smell this, Santa. Smell this. It's really nice. We got apples. We got butter. We got orange rind. We got a little bit of salt, and then raisins. And now we're gonna dump in
Ooh.
our golden raisins,
This
or as they
meat
call
fell
them in-
apart really easily.
Yeah, so
Way
it's
to
like
go.
boiled meat. They were always boiling meats. People didn't have like ovens. You were either roasting stuff over an open flame or you were boiling it in a pot. Or a lot of poor people back in the 1600s would actually take their food to a communal oven. So there's like a big communal oven in the center of town. They just like walk up with their bread and people would steal their bread all the time. They just put it in. But that was a big thing.
That's a good prank.
Okay, so you want to start adding all this meat to our pot with all the fruit and sugar and apple juice?
Yep. Do you think this is minced
Yeah,
enough?
that's good. We're gonna stir it around. I mean, this is gonna cook down for like 2 hours until it's
I just
nice
want to
and
do a good
jammy.
job.
Here, just let me. Just,
Oh, sorry. I should have
Yoink.
noticed the finger. Now that would have been one of my pranks.
Here's a game called Chop Finger.
Chop finger.
I like how the game names are all just you saying like what violence you're gonna inflict upon people. This is called Brick House, where we
My
break
favorite
your
one is,
house.
Give me your face.
All right, so we got the meat in here. This is looking like a real messed up soup. It's just fruit, it's sugar, it's meat. It's a bunch of spices too. We got like cinnamon and clove that have also gone in there. And then this just gets nice and thickened up, and then we're gonna pop into a pie crust, and then you get your
Very
meat fruit.
good. Yes.
I'm into it, man. I think we should be eating more meat fruit. I think we should be slapping more faces. I think we should bring syphilis back.
I was. Is
That's
that
not
what the Justin Timberlake song was about?
Bringing Siffy back.
What are we doing next, slop boy? Let's-
All right, Cuthbert.
yeah.
Cuthbert Santa.
Yeah.
Can I call you Cuthbert Claus?
You can call me whatever you like, sir. I like you.
I feel like if I like you too, you
Yes.
know, I don't want you to hit me in the face or like try and rob my house. like
You
seem
took
like
the
you
knife
want
away,
to.
so.
All right, so now we're just filling this pie with mince.
Ooh.
And then this is gonna go in the oven. We got a nice, beautiful lattice crust right here. I don't know why I'm
This
doing
is
this.
beautiful.
Ah, knife!
There's the knife.
Yeah, oh God,
Put it
Cuthbert's got
over
a
there,
knife.
though,
Oh,
my friend.
I'm messing up. I slopped the meat all over it. That's fine. Everyone's gonna be drunk when they're doing this all the time. People
Yes.
are drunk all the time because they were just drinking ale all the time.
Yes, we
that
had
was the thing.
specific ales. We would do it for 12 days. There used to be 7 days. Listen, the way that we celebrated was kind of inspired by the ancient Romans. Saturnalia was what they called
Yeah, it was
their
really-
festivities, and it was 7 days of debauchery.
The origins of Christmas as like an actual Christian holiday are kind of dubious a little bit, right? And like it became very important for the
A
Catholic
touch of the
Church.
pagan, just a little touch.
The Christmas tree, it's a phallus, right? It's a phallus meant
Everything
to,
is
for
a
fertility.
phallus if you want it to
Anytime
be.
there's a tree involved in any ritual, it's a big old panos.
Phallus.
That's how it goes. You dance around the maypole
Phallus.
to celebrate fertility. What do you think the pole means in terms of fertility?
Definitely a
Put it
phallus.
together. Put it together. It's all dicks.
Look,
it's all
I'm a
dicks.
phallus.
Okay, we got a nice lattice crust. I'm gonna see if I can just flip that over. That'll probably work. Yeah, we got there. We got there almost.
That's nice.
That's pretty good.
It doesn't have to look perfect.
Everyone's just drunk.
Everyone
and
should
slapping
just
each
have a
other.
good time. Nothing has to be perfect.
All right, so now we're just gonna.
Oh, no!
Sorry. So what happened when Christmas was banned? I mean, were you just out of a job?
Yeah, it was tough. I just had to be incognito, kind of. I had to shave my beard. Very sad.
That's rough.
Very sad
That's
day.
rough for you.
I became somebody who cleaned up people's slop buckets.
Oh no.
But I was very good at it.
I think you bounce back. You know, everyone pivots in their career sometimes.
Yes, I would just kind of keep it low key, drunk inside.
I mean, that is kind of what people did, right? Because like they had no way of acting. There's no modern police state
You
back
got
then.
caught. You were in big trouble. You could not go to church on that day. Businesses were open, which actually led to something good at this point, because now we can go to bars and things. Or pubs. That's what they're
That's
called.
why the Chinese. I always go to a halal Chinese restaurant on Christmas. Shout out to Ma's Kitchen in Laguna. You make great halal food. A lot of halal food is kosher too. So it's great for my Jewish grandma. Bubby Lily loves the brown tofu with sauce.
Aww.
All right, so we got the pie all nice and washed. We put a simple lattice crust on that. We're gonna bake it off. Temperature don't matter because back then they just had giant communal ovens and fires they just throw crap into. So we're gonna do that. Cuthbert, look out the
Yes.
turntables. You like that one?
You pointed a knife at me. And I was like,
Christmas in the 1600s. So we're gonna lard some duck. Larding is a verb and was a common preparation, especially for a lot of lean game meats back then. The ducks, like all these estates would have had game wardens on them. So they were literally like hunting all these game birds at the time. They had pheasants, they had larks, they had, I don't know, they all had weird little names, partridges, they had doves, they had wild ducks. But now that we raise ducks for food, they tend to be pretty fatty. That said, what you would do with a lean meat, you poke holes in it and shove pork lard into it. So that's what we're gonna do.
I love this.
I love it too. So you wanna prep the roasting pan, take the oranges and lemons, arrange them out, and then you're gonna throw some onions on the side, almonds, dates, cinnamon. Again, almost everything back then seemed to have some sort of dried fruit in it. A lot of the spices that we think of as like winter spices, those were very, very common during this like golden age of England.
Right.
Cuthbert, do it.
Do I need to put oil in it or something?
Nah,
Just
screw
the
it, man.
orange.
They didn't have no oil. Yeah, drop some
Okay.
oranges there. So I'm gonna take some of this lard. This is actually this really fatty pork belly, and I'm gonna toss it with herbs. This is thyme, this is sage, this is rosemary. This is a really common thing. It's just gonna stud this with so much flavor. And again, I cannot stress this enough. Every dish back then
Ooh,
took
that
like
smells
9 years
good.
to make, doesn't it?
Yeah, that smells
Yeah, I
really
fried
good.
up some of these yesterday as a snack. Ooh, that's a nice little treat.
What, the
So, here.
raw bacon?
Yeah,
You
here.
just eat raw? No.
Hey, come
What is
on,
that?
no, it's a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas prank. It's where you slap someone with a raw duck neck. No, it's a game called
Time
Duck
out,
Neck.
time out. I don't want pranks.
If you
Like,
guess
for
how
real.
old the duck was that slapped you, you get to win a prize, which is you slap someone else
It
with
is
a duck neck.
so sprinkly.
Sorry, yeah, no, there's raw duck
It's,
everywhere.
like,
I don't know what to do.
dripping everywhere.
Fly away. There we go. Okay, larding. Let's do it. I'm gonna start stabbing holes in this here duck.
Oh my God.
There we go. So one hole. Again, this is gonna take a couple hours. You got to do the thing like in Face Off, where you teach her to stab and then twist the knife.
Ah.
And it's easier if you freeze the pork belly. They would typically put the lard on ice, so it's easier to stuff into this bird. And then you were also gonna stud it with garlic cloves and regular cloves. It's a lot, dude. This is every recipe back then was just so expensive because this was like the golden aristocratic age of England, right? Where it was just like, you know, pure feudal system. You had 99% of people were peasants, and then you had like the 1% that were servants, and then an additional 1%. That's 101%. Screw you, man. That were just like pure.
You know what we love about Christmas? Crunching numbers. Just math. Merry Christmas. Do some math.
There were probably Jews in England back then. Shout out to the Jews in England. Don't know what you were doing back then, but I trust you were doing things.
Probably being a little scared.
Probably being a little scared. Yeah. All right.
This
all
looks so cute. It's like a duck was Hellraiser.
Dude, it really is Hellraiser duck.
It's Hellraiser duck.
Well, like Christmas, there's a fair amount of like kind of a horror themes to Christmas, but like
I'm gonna fall. I
God.
got so excited about. I just remembered a fact that I googled. Hang on.
Emily's remembered a fact. Sound the Emily alarm. She remembered a fact.
There should be like an ADHD alarm that goes off. And it's like, bah, 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 remembering a thing. Okay, it's the Tudor times. It's like the 1400s. I guess this is kind of like brought over from pagan stuff, but it's Christmas Eve is supposed to be the time when the veil between the living and the dead is the thinnest.
Yeah.
And then you tell ghost stories. Sounds like Halloween, but it's
the same
not.
thing, it's the same thing. No, Christmas wasn't the cheery time. And as somebody who grew up with a lot of depressing Christmases, I really appreciate that. I think we should bring that back.
We should make Christmas spooky again.
That's the official
Do that, Justin
tagline.
Timberlake. Bring that song.
Bring spooky back, JT,
Bring
you coward.
Spooky Christmas back. Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Do you want to start studying this with cloves with me?
Sure.
We're just gonna just take these little spiky cloves. This is a big thing. They would take this
I
and they would
love-
you just stab it. Don't cut your finger.
I like these because they smell like
no, it smells like
smell
raw-
like
no, it
all
smells like raw
the
duck.
goth girls I knew in Catholic school.
Yeah, smoking a lot of Jar and Blacks.
Yep.
We've all been there. Listen,
I have
we all
not.
had eras
I
we
would
weren't proud
never.
of.
So I just put them in one. What, are you just stabbing them in?
Yeah, just stab them in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is coming from the cook who would just put live frogs and birds inside pies that would jump out at people.
What's the cutest bird that you eat?
Doves?
Doves?
Yeah, people think it's weird that you eat doves. It's a very common bird to eat.
No,
They're not a symbol of love.
I've actually shot a dove.
Yeah, no, people kill doves all the time. It's
Well,
normal.
I went to college in Arkansas. Listen, you got to fit in.
Hold on, I'm trying to cut off the butthole.
That's the butthole?
Oh, it's the butt. This is a little tail here. You want it? It's good luck on Christmas, Cuthbert.
Well, what do you
Christmas
want me to
duck
do with
butt.
it, dude?
You dance with the duck butt on Christmas. That's what they all
Okay,
did.
I'll do that as long as it's a thing you do in your...
Duck butt, duck butt,
to me,
duck
give it to
butt.
Ooh, it's like bony.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's spiky,
weird.
it's spiky.
Is that...
Okay.
Oh, wait, so that's the tailbone.
No, this is what you're telling. This is, if you go to a Japanese yakitori, this is the best part. Bird and yakitori. Nicole's nodding. She knows what's up. And they'll run out of the butt early.
I told you this before, but I have a tail.
What?
Yeah, it...
I'm sorry? You told me before that you
My
had a
butt
tail.
bone comes out really far.
I don't know that you've told me you have a tail. You dropped that so
It's why I can't do
casually.
Pilates.
But you never told me that you can't do
Because you
Pilates
gotta-
because you have a freaking tail.
Pilates, they put both... You're supposed to sit down and put both your legs in the air. I can't do it. I go like this.
Is this like a medical, like,
Or
do
like
you go
this.
to a doctor to see that?
No,
like,
it's just the way my ass is.
Oh, I'm trying to tie the duck legs together, and then we're gonna tie the wings back.
Did I do a good
There
job?
we go. You
of
did a
this?
great job, Cuthbert. You didn't do a lot of the other stuff I told you to do, but
I'm
other
supposed to
than
do
that,
other stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna kind of scatter this around. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna make
Take
like
away
a,
the ADHD alarm. It's all has fallen.
Yeah, it's been 3 minutes since an ADHD
The alarm
push-up.
came up.
All right, so we're just gonna scatter these around. This is gonna create like a jus, not to be confused with the Jew, which again, we do not know what they were doing this time. Unclear. Nicole, you wanna Google it real quick?
Expulsion of Jews from England.
Expulsion of Jews.
Oh,
Yeah, they
no!
expelled the Jews. They expelled all the Jews. Of course they expelled the Jews. Yeah,
Oh,
wow,
where
what
did
else
they-
is New England?
But where did they expel them to?
Real freaking original idea. They went where they could.
Crypto Jews.
Crypto Jews?
They were crypto Jews.
They like Bitcoin, like Dogecoin Jews?
Oh, does that mean they're gonna corner you at a Christmas party and talk to you forever?
Oh, yeah, blockchain's decentralized. I'm a crypto Jew. Buy an NFT, you schmuck. All right. Okay. Duck. Here, I'll cut this.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's a duck.
Very nice.
This looks messed up. It's probably gonna taste pretty
It
good.
looks really pretty, actually. I know it's kind of raw and carcassy, but like it's as far as
This
carcasses
is gonna
go,
taste good as hell.
pretty good.
I can't wait to freaking dig. Do you eat the cloves? Do you swallow them? Does it open up the blood vessels in your mouth and let the flavor of the duck seep in? Find out!
Find out if it's okay to consume a clove.
We're gonna roast this in the oven 400 for like 2 hours, however long it takes.
Beautiful.
Cuthbert, my good man.
Yes, my old friend. This thing.
You love that thing.
I do love this thing.
We're gonna go right back to that thing because sausages were a big part of English cookery, and we're making it out of mutton. Mutton is an adult lamb. A lamb is any mutton that's slaughtered before 6 months, at least in the American context. But you age that lamb, you slaughter it later, it gets to develop a bit of a personality.
So
it
it's
gets
a teen
fall for it.
lamb?
Yeah, it's like a teen lamb, pretty much. But no, mutton sausage were really big. Sausage was obviously a way to preserve meats back then without refrigeration. The thing that you don't understand, well, the thing your mom does with the white wine with the barefoot, we all love that. Wasn't around then, so you had to preserve it with a ton of salt. So we are going to salt the hell out of this meat.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of sugar too, because again, there was just like a lot of sugar and stuff, and like they would have just
Ooh,
started
very
really developing
decadent.
sugar overseas. And then we're gonna get some spice in there. I like to toss some spices with all the sausage before I grind it. That way you can just grind the spice right in there. This is a little bit of mace, a lot of Christmas spices, then a little bit of cinnamon in there, nice little sweet mutton thing, and then we're gonna put an anchovy sauce on it.
Wait, you put mace in there?
Yeah, bear mace. Just like the stuff that Dog the Bounty Hunter used. Oh, you're gonna love Dog the Bounty Hunter when you're alive for another 400 years.
I love dogs.
Not that kind of dog. He's kind of just like a.
I didn't know you could train a
Aggressive
dog to
man.
be a bounty hunter. Can dogs talk in your time period?
Yes, they sure can.
What a Christmas
they're
miracle.
Giant and red too. Clifford the Big Red Dog. What a movie. We're gonna toss this meat. The salt is actually gonna help the meat
Oh
sort
wow,
of
that
cure.
smells so good.
Doesn't it though? It's gonna make a hell of a sausage.
It smells like an apple fritter.
Yeah, because that means a lot of warm Christmas spices. And again,
But
that
it's-
was in friggin'
but
everything.
It's flesh.
All right, now we're gonna start here loading this in.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
load it all on the top, and then we can grind it directly into this bowl. Yeah. And then
guess
you're
you
gonna push
don't-
it through, Cuthbert.
You don't want me doing this ever again. Because I can't figure it out.
I did a pretty bad job of planning
Whoa.
this. I'm not gonna BS you. I did a bad job of planning this. Hold on, let me put
Trevor
it back.
says do this.
Let me put it.
Nicole
Trevor thinks it's
says
a good
no.
idea. No, I trust Nicole more than Trevor. Sorry, Trev. I just, Nicole, she's often got our best interests in mind, and then Trevor just kind of wants to see the
Trevor's
world
an
burn.
agent of chaos.
All right. Like Loki. All right, the trickster god. Just like Santa Claus, the real trickster god.
Yes, I am an agent of chaos.
Yeah, it's like Santa Claus is like such a Greek god mother effer.
There is a bit of an Odin thing going on.
He's got, there's like, right, the Norse gods, they had the flying cats. Freya had the flying cats. Santa just
Love
has
a flying cat.
reindeer.
Talking dogs.
Santa's a
bounty hunting
god.
dogs and flying cats.
He turns into a human form and then makes sex with ladies on Earth, just like Hercules did, or Zeus or whoever.
I don't think we Googled
That's
the
part
same
of Santa.
stuff.
And great, yeah, there we go.
Hey,
there we go.
phallic.
Yes, this is what we worship and dance around.
Hey! I don't have anything
There
to
you
drink.
go.
Look at that.
There you go. Yeah, Emily, do your Christmas dance, Cuthbert. Did you ever get fined?
What?
Did you ever get in trouble with the law for celebrating Christmas?
I can't hear you.
Oh, God, Cuthbert found the jug of wine. Drink, Cuthbert, drink!
I'm drinking.
Sing the merry songs of your lands! I like how much grunting you're doing down there.
Cuthbert does not have much lower body strength.
Probably just addled with disease. All right, hey, you want to start splashing some wine in there. Just maybe
In
like
there?
a half cup. Yeah, right into the meat. Then we're gonna slop around with it with our hands. Also, fun fact, the fork did not get to England until about the late 1600s. It was in Europe for like 500 years, but the British thought it was effeminate. The church actually banned the usage of forks, saying that God endowed us with forks. Why would we use these machines? It is against Christ. That's
is so
rad.
Metal.
I'm gonna
I love that.
I'm gonna say the same thing when I'm eating with my hands at the Sizzler buffet.
God imbued us with forks.
So yeah, splash in a little bit of that red wine.
Okay.
I'm gonna slop around with my hands. I'm gonna try and mix this up so we can mix it. There you go. That's good. That's a lot. That's a lot of wine. That's a lot of wine. We're gonna be okay.
A prank.
No.
It's a prank.
Don't ruin my sausages. This is all I have. Actually, this is like. Yeah, smell it. It's just sweet meat liquor. That smells great.
That does smell good.
All right, so now we're gonna let this sit for a second. Just let the sugar and salt really do its work. Get the wine soaking into our mutton, and then we're gonna stuff some sausages.
This looks like a little hat.
Yes, it is not a hat. It's for our raw meat. Here, let me slop some raw meat in there.
Oh, man.
There you go. Yeah. And I'm gonna kind of fist it down. Just hold it tight.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta fist the raw meat down. That's probably enough to start. Get one more little nugget. All right, so now I need you to take these pork intestinal linings. I'm gonna wash my hands in the boiling water.
I immediately just think about this as like this is an ice cream cone from the depths of hell.
Here, all right. So you can see it kind of poking out of there. Hold that like
Okay,
that.
okay.
And then I'm gonna take this little prophylactic.
What is it?
And then this is just intestinal lining. It's like stuffed sausages. This is literally how the sausage is made. And then you kind of finger
What
it
kind
in
of
there.
intestine?
Pig.
Pig. Okay.
Pig. You could use lamb intestines. Lamb intestines tend to be smaller. Beef intestine, you get beef bung. That's huge. So you make haggis. So okay, you don't need to squeeze yet.
I'm not.
just gonna try and.
I just don't want to break the
You hear?
lining.
I'll hold it like this. Is this a Christmas game that you all played? Yeah.
This
Push hard.
is-
Here, let me.
I'm pushing.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Hold on. You're gonna do that. and
Did
then
we
I'm
need
gonna
to put
kinda
some
squeeze it down?
some lube in there?
No, we already got lube. Pork fat works as a good lube.
I'm not as good with my hands as.
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
Now I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it down a little bit.
you have a very good technique there.
Hold on. I gotta feed it back over the shaft. And Emily, start squeezing. Start pumping.
All right, I'm pumping.
Start pumping. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, make more grunting noises.
Eh.
Yeah.
This is,
Let me help you.
I am squeezing
Let me
it.
help you.
Oh wow.
Let me help you.
Now it's really coming.
Yeah, you gotta get some grip strength in there, you know?
Okay.
Little grip strength never hurt nobody in this game. Oh, unless it really hurts. Why are you so weak?
I don't. Listen, I'm from the 1600s. My bones are made of like dust.
They all just have the bone disease.
Yes.
Yeah, you just squeeze
I'm
hard.
gonna-
There you go.
Jesus.
Just squeeze it.
Your grip is very tight. I'm
Thank
a little
you.
worried about you.
Why?
I don't know.
Work hard on it. We get to exercise for fun and not just do manual labor. Ah, no, we split. We're fine.
Oh no, no.
No, we're cool. Now we just tie it off. Hey, this happens to everyone.
It's time for Plan B.
Now it's just, let's go straight to C there, Emily.
You know that there's a generic version of Plan B called Next Choice.
Is that real or a joke?
No, it's real.
Oh God. Oh God.
Nicole.
I don't love that. I don't know, man. You know, if it's,
It's like if you can't find Plan B,
Next Choice.
here's Next Choice.
if I'm buying cereal, I'm going generic. If I'm buying that, I don't know. Maybe go name brand. You know, maybe go with the one that people know.
Sometimes they don't have the name brand. Man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I understand. All right, so now here
Oh man, we're gonna piss everyone off.
Yep. If we didn't. Here, there we go. Nice little sausage link. This one's a little chody, but that's okay.
That's cute.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little chody. And then now it's gonna tie.
I don't understand what little chody means.
Yeah, we'll Google it. All right, so here
Okay.
we got a little chode. Everyone's different. It's fine.
It's fine, yes.
You know, and most people don't even. It's not from the
I like
actual.
that you're making them kind of
kinda,
short
alright,
and
so,
fat because
yeah.
it's better than long and thin.
That's what I'm saying. It's from All right, so we're gonna go ahead and. It's like really a vast minority of.
This is
so
a nice
we're gonna,
time to check back in on how Susan's doing. What's going on with your girlfriend's mom?
She's doing great, dude. We just, her birthday was recently. Gave her some Mythical Kitchen merch.
Hey,
She watched a
cool.
lot of Susan. Shout out. We're being safe.
Susan, I don't know
All right,
you,
so-
but I talk about you twice.
You should meet Susan.
I would like to meet Susan. I don't know if she'd like to meet me.
Last thing she said, she was like, "You, Julia, drink too much." All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna drop some sausages. We're gonna get these poaching off. I think we crushed that. We did great. Take those anchovies, take like maybe 4 or 5 and mash them into a paste. Don't cut yourself on the tin.
Okay.
And so this is an anchovy sauce that was commonly served with sausages. Apparently there were a lot of little cured fish. England obviously is a big fishing community.
I love the little tin.
It's nice, right?
This is perfect for a stocking.
And this is the actual method that was used, written by a person named Mrs. Glass in the 1700s, where you roll the flour in butter and then toss that into a pan, and then you toss a bunch of stock in there. And that's just it. That's what's gonna do. Then we're gonna reduce that down, and we're gonna add some black pepper to it. The introduction of butter and cream to the English culinary canon like really came from the French because they had a lot of like aristocratic people go train with the French masters, but also Robert May and the accomplished cook had a lot of influence from Spain and Turkey as well, which is really cool. Because a lot of like the history of what is it? The history of all existing.
The lights on. Huh?
The history of all existing society is a history of class struggle. Because back in the day, it was literally like the royal families of Turkey and Persia would just like share recipes with each other, and then the rich people from around the world got to eat those foods while the peasants just kind of starved. And then also like, so Charles I, who was executed before Cromwell took over and banned Christmas, he was the first monarch to really abuse the power, certainly not the first exactly, of divine right monarchy, where he was like, I only have to answer to God, not you schmucks.
Yeah.
And then he just like really became a tyrant. And so then that is what like influenced
It's
a lot of
crazy
culture around it.
in America, the same thing was happening.
Yeah.
Christmas was banned here.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wait, when?
It was the same time period.
Oh, now the liberals are trying to ban Christmas. Sorry, I had to say it. All right, Matt, here, can I show you a little trick?
It's mushy.
When they're getting mushy, but if you take the blade of a knife and you really smash it in, you can just kind of mash it into a paste.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. See, now it's getting even pastier. There you go. We could blend it, but they ain't got no blenders back then. Yeah.
That kind of sounds like macaroni in a pot.
That's some wet ass anchovies. All right.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take this
That's a good
anchovy
joke.
paste. Good joke, Emily.
But then
That's what
it's
we
just,
do.
instead of wop, it's just wah.
All right. We got the anchovies in here. We got the butter in. We got the flour. This needs about 5 minutes to tighten up, and then Cuthbert.
Yes.
You ready to celebrate the Lord's holiday?
I can't wait. Where'd the jug of wine go? What are you doing?
I thought you were gonna say where'd the juggalos go?
Well, I know where they go, wherever the heck they want to.
Cuthbert, my good man, can I grab you some mince pie?
Oh, I can't wait. This
Can't
looks
wait either.
absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Sure,
it's
there's no
hefty.
jug of wine, but
No.
I'm willing to overlook it just for
This is thick.
wow.
There you go.
Whoa.
That's a lot of meat
It's
in the
huge.
pie. Where's the other? Oh, this is incredible. Wait, wow. Oh my, it's so dense with beef.
Dang.
I've never had a pie this dense with beef. All right, let me cut you some duck.
Oh.
I'm interested
Don't
to see.
spill the fish juice.
All right, let's just try and take this breast off kind of clean.
Very
I'm-
nice.
I'm cutting through a lot of cloves, I'll tell you that. You know what? Knives are for effeminate
Yes,
Italians.
exactly.
Just-
Why are we doing this with our hands?
There we go. Here, grab that.
Oh.
I'll take this. You see the lard in there? no, this-
Oh, I do see
This
it.
smells freaking wild. I'm gonna rip off a leg.
There's a whole clove of garlic in there. I think since I have to work with people later
Yeah.
today, I'm going to take that out.
There
wow.
we go. That's mine. All right.
Eat with our hands?
Grab a sausage.
Whoa!
Put some anchovy sauce on there. Just kind of, we'll spoon it.
Just
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
over everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Here.
I want all
anchovy
of it.
sauce galore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the spirit of Christmas. Anchovy sauce.
I'm gonna have
some
to
onions.
take this down because I can't fit food through there.
Yeah, that makes
we
sense.
tried to get at it with
That makes
scissors,
sense.
but it's pretty.
Where
tough.
do you want to start? This is a hell of a meal.
I'm going to start with the pie.
God, Cuthbert, I like the way you think.
Thank you, sir. Oh, that's right.
No, Cuthbert.
Rah 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 rah.
I'm the only one that have forks in my hair. What the hell? This is like when you just pack a lip full of beef jerky and raisins on a road trip. You know how you do?
Oh wow, that's really good.
It's good. It tastes good.
You gotta dunk it in the gravy.
What's that? Here.
Oh, okay.
There we
It's
go.
right in there.
It walks the line between sweet and it actually is good with the gravy. Oh wow.
It's very good with the gravy. I've never had fish gravy.
Fish gravy with the beef raisins? That's a hell of a dish.
Look at that hole. I can.
Yeah, you got some lard in there?
What do you mean the lard? Is that the what's under the skin?
Yeah, you see like little bits of lard poking out. I'm just gonna finger your
That's
meat a
the
little
lard?
bit. Yeah, we got lard all through there. Try
Wow. Okay. Oh man.
it. Right. Yep.
Oh, that was a clove.
Yeah, spit out the cloves. Here, spit it in my hand. Cuthbert, let us gingerly touch our tips in the Christmas tradition.
Man,
This is,
It's a game called Floppy Winkles.
the memes. Well, we should be in the meme together at the same time.
The sausage is good as hell.
It's the best thing I've ever had.
You know what's good after a meal though?
What?
Play a little game. You love games. I have a good one. It's called Fork Death.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what happens is I stab you with a fork, and then you die, but then you get to stab me with a fork. What the hell did that? No, I don't think that's the way it works, but I get to be the new Santa. And then you get to stab me with a fork.
You know,
It's a game.
I have been looking to move on into the next realm, and I would be honored for you to stab me with that girly fork.
Ah, jolly game of girly fork death.
All right. Oh, my man.
Sorry, wait, I got you right.
Right in the.
I got it right. I got it
It's
right.
okay. They're lower than they
I mean, I
used to
got
be.
him right in the.
And with that, I die. I want one more bite of
Yeah,
this.
get another bite of the pie before you go to the underworld or whatever.
Okay. No.
And now, Equality looks like the first ever Jewish Santa Claus in 1661.
Oh, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that. Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new episodes for you every week, wherever you get your episodes. We got new episodes of our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, also wherever you get episodes. That's fun. Hit us up on Instagram at pictures of your mythical dishes at Mythical Kitchen. Eat the sausage.
I gotta give this food to the
Hashtag
River
Dreams
Styx.
Become Food. You've seen the outro. I'll see y'all next year.
Bye. Love you.
You sloppy son of a biscuit, get as messy as you want in your own kitchen when you have the Mythical Kitchen Towels. Available now at mythical.com.